Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion. This is Nintendo News. Let's get to that news. First of all, more Zelda, Breath of the Wild stuff. We learned that some fans have already decoded the new HYLIAN alphabet. There's a completely, well, we assume it's HYLIAN. We don't know what language it is. Sheikan alphabet? We don't know what language this alphabet is, but it's a new one, and people have already decoded it and have translated things that display in that new glyph font thing into English. And Nintendo is being very coy with this because in one instance there's this tower, and written on the tower in this other alphabet it just says Sheik Tower. So, okay. Things like that. Things just labeled as gears that are gears. Things along those lines. So very amusing. I'm looking forward to finding out about all of those translations in the future. There's a whole bunch of them. You can go ahead and take a look at all those down there. Our next story is really fascinating. It's about how somebody decided to take the information that we have, which is the map, and how it has a grid on it, and there are like a bazillion little squares, and then figuring out that each of those squares, it turns out, is about a square kilometer. So when you multiply all of those squares by, it being 1 kilometer, it turns out that it is 360 square kilometers. The size of this vast landmass. That's like 150 or 140 square miles. So that's crazy. That's humongous. We've heard that it's 12 times the size of Twilight Princess, and that was a massive landscape, so holy moly, it's huge. And apparently this also makes it about the exact same size as Xenoblade Chronicles. As part of the discussion about, hey, we heard there was going to be a female Link involved, Mr. Miyamoto said, well, actually, the Zelda team is currently talking about Sheik from Ocarina of Time getting their own game, a spin-off game for Sheik. That would be amazing. It would not surprise me at all if it turns out that that they just reutilize this engine for Breath of the Wild and do a Majora's Mask style thing where it will take place in a different, land or whatever, or maybe the same land, but, things are mixed around. But it's the same basic game engine, it's just Sheik is playing instead of Link, and it's a different story or whatever. That would be fine by me. I would totally play that. And then that would come out like probably a year from when Breath of the Wild releases, like what happened with Majora's Mask. So that would be awesome. We'll have to see whether that comes to fruition. Anyways, that is it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys in a couple days for more news. Bye, guys.